Welcome to the Fitness Secrets Show. I'm Sam, your host, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about discipline. More specifically, we're going to be talking about what most people get wrong about discipline, why they get it wrong, and what's the correct way to look at discipline so you can go out and crush your goals. So let's jump into it with a discussion on what most people get wrong about discipline. Now, the thing that most people get wrong about discipline is they think they have to be disciplined for years and years and years and years on end to see any results. Now, while this may be objectively true, that you do have to be consistent over a long period of time to see results, it's actually the completely wrong way to look at discipline. I'm going to talk about why in just a second, right? But you've probably experienced this before. I know I've certainly experienced this before. I want to achieve a massive goal. I want to get in shape. I want to lose fat and build muscle. And then I think I have to be disciplined for years and years on it. But that is the completely wrong way to be looking at discipline. The reason why most people look at it this way is because all the media we consume, everything we've been raised on, movies, shows, whatever, has been focused around the idea that you have to be disciplined for years on it. And as I said, objectively it is true, right? But that doesn't actually give us anything valuable to go off and to work on in their everyday lives. Most of the time it just leaves people feeling stuck and not ready to take any action because the task is too big, right? And that kind of leads into why this is wrong. Okay. If you look at discipline as something that you need to follow for years and years on end, that you need to cut out bad foods and need to work out every single day and you need to have the right mindset and motivation. If you look at that and say, I have to do this for years and years on end, it's going to be way too overwhelming, right? It's the same with any task. If you look at discipline this way, it's going to be very difficult for you to get motivated and get started on working towards the goals that you want to work towards. Now, what you should do instead of doing this is focus on what I like to call moment-to-moment discipline, right? Now, moment-to-moment discipline is a way to think about discipline in the moment. Instead of thinking about discipline as something you need to follow for years and years on end, you need to cut out bad food for years on end, train, motivation, all that kind of stuff that we need to do to get in shape. You don't have to do that for years. You don't have to do it for a lifetime. You just have to do it right now, in this moment. And that's the kind of crux, I guess, of this idea of moment-to-moment discipline. It's that you don't need to do it for an extended period of time. All you need to focus on is doing it right now. Later on will take care of itself, right? Some incredible things happen when we go to sleep. I'm sure you've experienced this. You wake up the next day and feel like a completely different person, right? So there's no point trying to force yourself to think about the years of work ahead of you. Instead, just focus on the moment, right? In this moment, choose to eat the healthy food over the junk food, right? Don't go down to the kitchen. Don't grab a snack out. Get up, exercise, go to the gym. Do the things that you need to do right now in this moment. And then don't worry what's going to come up. Just focus on this moment right now. And I promise if you start to look at it this way, it becomes so much more manageable and so much easier, right? And we have research to back this up now about how micro-discipline, as it's called in some of the research, is a way better way to do hard things and attain big goals, right? For most people, getting in shape is a massive goal. Losing weight that they've had for a very long time, going in the gym, learning about nutrition, learning about training, trying to build muscle, trying to keep motivation, mindset, changing their habits, it's a big task. But if you look at it as a series of smaller tasks, if you look at it as a series of moments rather than a ginormous task, it's such an easier way to break it down. I'll use the analogy of trying to climb Everest, right? You would try to climb Everest, you would never, ever, ever go up and say, I'm going to climb Everest in one day. It's just not going to happen. No matter how fit you are, no matter how many times you've done it, the Sherpas who are the best in the world with doing it would never do it in one day. It's impossible, right? And you might sit there and say, well, I can't climb that, right? It's too big of a task. I can't do it all in one shot. It's way too hard. But if you said, okay, I'm going to climb 10Ks today, right? Never been to Everest, so I don't have the exact measurements. I'm going to climb 10Ks today, and then tomorrow I'm going to climb 10Ks. And then the day after, I'm going to climb 10Ks. You don't have to worry about what happens tomorrow. You have to worry about what happens right now, in this moment. If you stack enough of those moments together, eventually it's going to be a massive change, right? For those watching on video, I'll put up a little graphic on screen of an image that I found. Basically, what it is it shows small change versus massive change, right? Small change happens on a long time horizon. The little steps add up to the big result. Okay? So don't look at getting in shape as a ginormous obstacle, a ginormous task. Look at it as a series of smaller moments, right? Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. Just worry about what's happening right now. Get up to the gym. Get up. Don't eat the right. Get up and go to the gym. Don't eat the wrong foods. Don't go for that snack. Do the right things now, and it will pay off tomorrow. And the other great thing about discipline too is discipline is like any other muscle. It's going to get stronger and stronger the more you use it over time. Okay. Right now, it might be tough for you to get up and go to the gym. It might be tough for you to resist a snack or not have that drink because you're just so used to doing it. It's what you do every single day. But the more you practice, the more you do it, every single time you make the right decision, over time, it's going to get easier, right? It's going to be way easier because you're going to start to form new habits and a stronger disciplined muscle to say no to those bad things and say yes to those good things. So to sum up, discipline moment to moment, not years, not decades, moment to moment, focus on right now. What is the best decision I can make for me to get in shape? That's losing weight. It's choosing the healthy foods over the garbage. It's getting up, it's going to the gym, it's doing those things that you know you need to do. Do that, and I promise over a long enough time horizon, they will stack up and you will feel amazing and look great. I'm going to end this one here. If you guys enjoyed, I hope you like and subscribe and share this with someone who could really use it. It may just change their world.